Yo, what's up guys, it's Fook Your Feelings, it's Toys25 here, bringing you a quick review of the Miles Morales Boricua suit and the Miles Morales mini comic book wave. So right off the bat, these figures have their issues and their gripes, stuff like that. All in all, they are good figures though, so, you know, I don't have that many complaints about them. But before I do any of that, I'm going to look at the accessories and what each figure comes with. If you will stand fucking still. Stay. Alrighty, here are the accessories. So right off the bat you can see that this is the Boricua suit right here. So we're going to look at these real quick. I'm pretty sure if you have these hands you know where they do. You know, they all do the same shit. Hands are pretty clean. Not too bad. Missing a few right here though. But you know, whatever. Pretty much the same shit. They all look the same, so there's nothing too crazy. So yeah, it's missing paint on that one, on the fist. And the other hands kind of have it, but not really. Missing paint. And then they give us this stupid ass web shit. I mean, it's alright, but it's not really. I don't know. I'm not really a fan of these web things. They don't look right to me, so I don't care about that. I'm going to talk to Miles here. The mini comic book wave here is the most important accessory this figure has. Comic book. This is extremely important. This must be added because for some fucking reason these are a big deal. So it looks cool, but it's not something worth getting. So because of this, we're missing accessories. So as you can see right here, this is one of the big gripes with this figure. I don't know if you guys can see, but incomplete set of hands. Yeah, all incomplete. You got one wall crawling. You got one fist. You got a web shooter hand, you got one gripping hand, and you got another rock on hand or fly web fly. Go spider web go.
Go web go!
Yeah, that, so there's that. And then here's another gripe with the comic book figure. The head sculpt. I'm not too sure about this head sculpt. Doesn't really look like Miles at all. It looks like someone else. I'm not sure who though, but definitely not Miles. I don't like this head sculpt at all. Matter of fact, interesting.
As father and son.
Anyway, but I will say that the hairline is pretty clean, so I will say that. There's a few paint splotches right here on top of the head, but pause. So, you know that. Yeah, so this accessory sucks. The what Miles was that? The Gamerverse Miles. That head sculpt is better. I do have it, but I don't have it on me, so I gotta like look through my bin. And honestly, I ain't looking through all that. That's way too much shit. So I'm just gonna. It is what it is. So I'm not looking through all that. But yeah, that head sculpt is way better than this shit. This shit is trash. Sorry, it just doesn't look right, and it's way too big on the body. So yeah, no, not for me. Alrighty, now we're gonna take a look at the articulation. Alright, we're gonna start off with the Boricua suit first. Arms could do this way out. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows. A little stiff, but that's fine. You got the diaphragm right here. Goes this far backward, this far forward. Nice side to side. Very nice. Crunches this much forward with the abs all together. A little springy, but not so bad. And then backwards, all the way back. Very nice. Does this much of a split. Thigh swivel. Double jointed knees. They're a little stiff, so I recommend using Shox oil to loosen up the joints. Use that. Calf swivel, and the feet go this far up and this far back, and of course side to side hinge. And the ball joint for the neck. That's a gripe with this figure. The only gripe with this figure that I have is that The articulation for the neck could have been better because it's, if you could like dremel in there and cut it out a little bit, maybe a little more room. But you know, you could look up this much, barely any, like that. You could look down, barely any. But you know, you got the side to side. You know. Oh no, these figures are really like, this one in particular is really good. You could like really put them into like a ball pose. Like, let's see if I could do it. Hold on, motherfucker, really? Let's see, like that. Yeah, so you can have them literally like a little ball. Like a little ball, you can see. Pretty cool. You know? So yeah, I want to talk about the details on this guy right here. I love the fact that everything is sculpted in. Like, this is a lot of sculpt work they did. Like, not a ton of sculpt work, but what sculpt work is there is really nice and clean. The web lines are sculpted in. The star is sculpted in. Even the separation between the blue, the red, and the white, there's literally a sculpt line right here. And they even sculpted in details on the back and on this part. So basically this is the Amazing Fantasy body, but obviously this is all brand new. And then you have the feet. I don't know if this was done on purpose for the feet, but you can see like a little line right here. Like, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a little line right there. And it shows like a sculpt detail. I don't know if that was done on purpose, because if it was, that's actually a really nice detail right there. But if not, it is what it is. So you can actually have him in a 3-point stance. You actually have him in a 3-point stance. Let's put him in there real quick. Yeah, just quick. I guess it's a little tight, but you know, not too crazy. Yeah. But like I said, the only problem is that the head can't look up, so that sucks. It could, but yeah, you can't even look up. I wish I could look up more, but you know, what can you do? It is what it is. So fuck it. Oh well. Alright. Now we're gonna take a look at Miles, the other Miles, the comic one. As you can see, this guy can pose really good. Like, the posing on him is like really like top notch. You can put him into a smaller ball. Like, look at this. Put him into like a mini ball, even smaller than the other one. Oh shit, slipped on my hands. Yeah, so like that. Like that little ball right there. Look at that, that's crazy. Such a mini figure, it's really good. But you know, the articulation, he has obviously butterfly joints. You can see it. That one has butterfly joints too, but I don't really like showing it that much. But yeah, it's, you know, it's good butterfly joints on that one. Yeah, so the butterfly joints on this are really good. Look how far back they go. Like, that's a lot. And then far forward this much, like, that's a lot of range. Far forward, like, that's insane. Better than most figures, honestly. But be careful, the plastic is gummy, so you might break it. So just be careful when you do that. You know, it goes out pretty far forward. Yeah, it's pretty far. But yeah, it's like that. Obviously, the rotation at the shoulder, rotation by the bicep, double elbows. They're really tight on this, so I recommend heating it up or using shock oil. There you go, this far outward. Drop down legs like that. Like that. Nice swivel. Double jointed knees. You got the calf swivel. The feet go this far forward, backward, and this far forward. And then the abs, really good. There's like a ball joint there. No, it's a diaphragm, I think. But it goes far forward and this far back. And then you got this reverse ab crunch, this far back, this far forward, and then both together. Yeah, it's a lot of range. And a regular hinge at the neck, so this can allow for better looking up poses, so you can look up better with the hinge. I'm pretty sure all of you know this. If you have this figure, if you don't, these hips are, Jesus man, I don't know why they thought this was a good idea to give him such wide ass hips. Like, Jesus, look at this shits. Like, it does not look good in the silhouette. Looks bad. Like, look at that. Looks horrible. It looks like he just got a BBL. It does not look good at all. Like, pause. I'm just gonna say pause from right now because it's not gonna sound right, but pause. So, if you look at... Well, I'm trying to zoom in. If you look at the comic book silhouette, it's streamlined, right? And then you look at this, it's why? It's just why. I don't understand that, bro. Makes no sense. They could have easily just made this fit right. Because if you look at the back of the packaging, they actually show the image of the figure, and, you know, 3D render, and the hips do not look horrible at all. They actually look good, the hips. Like, it looked like, you know, like one like that, you know. So I don't know why they didn't just do that with the figure, but I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. They just choose to do these things. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but overall, yeah, I would definitely recommend these guys. They're really cool. Like, they're very fun to pose. They're great figures, man. Honestly, really great figures. Yeah, man. Alrighty, about to go into the size comparisons in a minute. Here they are next to my custom tarantula. So before I continue on with the size comparisons, this figure right here, I know he's supposed to be Miles, but in my collection he's going to be somebody else. I'm actually going to redesign it in a way. Like, I'm going to change the hands out for someone else. So from now on he will be known as Boricua Kid, or Kid Boricua. So that's a character I'm choosing to make out of him because I really like how this looks. Yeah, so another gripe too. Yeah, this figure right here is very gummy. Like, it's gummy as hell. The plastic is gummy. But yeah, I'm actually gonna change out the hands and stuff like that. So, you know, stay tuned for that when I do it. So there's that. Here they are next to Jada Toys Dalsim. Here they are next to the tallest figure on and the shortest figure on. You got Mega Man, and you got the Great Wolf Mercutio, or Marco, I'm not sure how to pronounce the name. But all in all, these figures are pretty cool, man. They're really cool. Do I recommend them? Yeah, honestly. If you like Miles, why not? Get it. If you don't like Miles, don't get it. It's up to you. Yeah, so like I said, the only issues this figure has is that the incomplete set of hands. The heads kind of suck, to be honest. Both heads, honestly. And the fact that he's very, well, you know, gummy. So, and his hips. But if you want to fix all that, you can do some modifications, and you can make yourself a better figure. Alrighty, well, that'll do it for me. Trying to reach 500 subs. Comment, like, and subscribe. Alright, catch you later.